Hi, everyone. This is such a special part of Welcome Home today. We have Alan Harden here with us again, who is the president and CEO of Orlando Union Rescue Mission. And that mission has incredible influence in our community to help the hurting, the homeless, and those who are in need of a hand up and some help. And so, Alan Harden, thank you so much for coming here today again to be with us.
Well, thank you, Barbara. And it's a special pleasure for me to introduce a special family, yes. And that is Nataly and Derrick Bivins. And they have 3 sons, and we love them dearly. And I'm excited for them to share with you and our viewers their story about how God, through Jesus Christ, has changed their life through the ministries of the Orlando Union Rescue Mission.
Yes, thank you, Nataly and Derrick, so much for being willing to come here today and tell us a little bit about your journey. We're excited to hear what brought you to the rescue mission in the first place. How did you even know to go there to get help? Nataly?
Yes, it was his mother. Let us know the situation we were living in was very bad.
When you say very bad, what was that? What did that look like?
It was, you know, we got held up by gunpoint as far as that standpoint. The person living there at the house was drug related, and my husband was like, no, I can't let my boys live under these conditions. So he went to his mom and he was like, I need to get out, but I have nowhere to go and I can't let my children be on the street. So that's when he went to his mom and they looked online and found the mission.
Just online you found it.
Yes.
That was God though, Derrick. Don't you think that
ma'am.
God was directing you there? So tell us about the first day, Derrick. You go to the Orlando Union Rescue Mission. You don't know really whole lot about this, what it's going to mean, and what do you find when you go there?
It was unexpected because I haven't been in there before, and it was just amazing. I was lost of words. Welcoming, open hands, everyone greeting you and just guiding you, led you to Jesus. First thing was Christ. And that's really what drew me in. It just pulled me spiritually in. And I just followed the guidelines.
You know, and that's what I love to talk about, because when I went to visit Alan, as you know, I was so impressed with how clean everything was, how you hold residents accountable to make sure they keep their rooms nice, that they're disciplined, that your kids are disciplined. I mean, you are living in a pretty small place for 5 people, right?
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
not a huge space, but you've been doing this for 2 years, right? So what is it like to live in basically like a one-room place, right?
Yes, it's more or less, it's just like how it said it is. It's our home. So when you're at home, you take care of your home. You know, you keep it clean, you make sure everything's neat, you make sure everything's all right, you know, have a good aura in there. So that's basically what.
But you have a job, right, Nataly?
Yes.
Okay, so that's another thing that the union is so good about, is making sure that you can be self-sustaining, that you can go out into the world and you can make a living. Do you anticipate, or do you think that you're going to be at the rescue mission for indefinitely, for years and years and years, or is there a point where you want to get out?
Yes, that's basically the 2 goals that the mission have, you know, bring us to make sure you have a perfect walk with Christ, and also what they help us with is self-sufficiency. Because everyone wants to be self-sufficient, of course. And then that's what they shows you with guidelines, is helping you, you know, where you think that things could have happened financially, you know, how to budget, you know, to make sure that, you know, are you doing it right with Christ, and making sure everything as far as family admonishment be correct.
So life skills, you're really learning life skills. Are you excited to get out, or is it kind of almost a scary thing? I mean, that's 2 years of somebody sort of helping take care of you for 2 years. Is it scary, Derrick, to think about getting out into the world again?
I mean, of course, nervousness come over you a little bit, but you're actually excited because of the training that they bring you through. You're ready to put it to use, to administer it, you know, out there in the world and to the community, and you're able to give back.
Good.
So
that's what's so cool, is that you will not go away from this unchanged. Your hearts are going to be ready to start maybe volunteering and helping in some other ways. Are you able to minister to some, because you two have it so together. You love the Lord, you love each other, you have 3 wonderful boys. Do you feel like a part of the reason that God has placed you there is to minister to some of the other people that are at the mission?
Yes.
Yeah, it came that way, yeah, unexpectedly, but yes, it did.
So what does a normal day look like from the time you get up in the morning until you go to bed at night? What are you doing there?
Well, we get up, we get the boys ready for school. We pray before we leave. We rotate each one because my husband does have epilepsy. So we rotate. This is your day to day, my day to day. And I take them out. We go to breakfast because they have breakfast there. We greet everybody, you know. Like me, I love the children. They run up to me like crazy. So we just greet everyone, you know, tell everyone, you know, God bless you, have a good day at work, you know, and just go about bringing them to the Family Life Center and bring them there so they can go to school. But just, you know, everyone's, you know, sweet there. They greet you. It's wonderful.
Because, Alan, you've made sure that the kinds of people that you have as residents there, I mean, there may be mental illness among homeless people. Oftentimes there is. I'm not saying that was the case with the Bivins. Obviously, that's not the case with you. But there are some, if there's a violent behavior going on with a resident, you don't put up with it, right?
That's right. We want people who will be successful, and we have a waiting list. So if you do not want to do the program, or you rebel and refuse, then we ask you to leave, or we say that you've said you want to leave because you will not follow the program, because we have many people who will follow the program who want to get in. So to use our resources the best we possibly can, we want people who have the desire to be assimilated back into society and be on their own. We don't want them to stay a day longer than they need to. We don't want them to stay a day less than they need to.
That's right. That's right. Nataly and Derrick, if you were to say one thing to our viewers out there today that are listening, that a lot of times we watch TV and we hear a story, we don't get it. We don't really, truly get it, because I truthfully have not been there. I visit, I know people who have been homeless, who are homeless, but I've not experienced it that. But if you were to tell a viewer today something about your story and who you are, what would that be that you want them to know about who you are?
Just basically trust God.
Yes.
And take the time to let Him lead you. And if you put that trust in Him, He'll never fail you.
That's right. He will never leave you, nor will He forsake you. Nataly and Derrick Bivins, God bless you. May He continue to just shine on your lives, on your boys, and I just look forward to hearing more success stories as you continue your journey. And Alan Hardin, thank you again for being here with us today. Viewers, I want you to support this mission. Orlando Union Rescue Mission is on West Washington in Orlando, and it is a ministry that is there for you to pray through, to financially support if the Lord is leading you to do this. But these are some life-changing stories that are as a result of a mission whose mind and heart is to make sure that these people know Jesus Christ in a real, intimate, and personal way. So we're so grateful to God for bringing them across our paths today to be able to share this life-changing story with you. And now we have another story, and it's going on in the kitchen. So stay with us and watch What's Cooking coming up next.